Good evening, and welcome back to another episode on the TryCraft server. I'm Makoto Kusumoto. It's so fantastic to have you here again. As you see behind me, Mama, Gabi, and I were a little busy working on this on a live stream that we had yesterday, since I couldn't get my live stream stuff to work on Monday because of reasons. But we worked on this, the dock at spawn, and I am very pleased with the way that this actually is turning out here. A lot of this is Mama's stuff that she put together. I did like the bars here, and I had this idea for the sort of the wall, I guess you'd call it, that sort of partitions the dock off from the rest of spawn here. But like the trees, this idea was all hers. I think it's fabulous. I love the trees. I love the fact you've got the composters here, make it look like roots in a sort of a box that you've got the trees in, which is really nice. The buttons were her idea. But this actually was what I had done with the bridge. So I got this idea from on the live stream, and this actually was just this was an accident. And then I got that put down, I went, wait a minute, we could do it like that. So I like the fact that we've got a little bit of color here, because there's a lot of brown, and there's not necessarily anything wrong with that, because it's a dock. You need it to be sort of wood, and that's how it looks. But you do need some color to take your eyes away from the brown, and I like the fact that we've got the acacia trapdoors there along this. It's going to be going to that area. I'm guessing that what Mama wants to do is have like little piers that go out here to where all the boats are going to be docked, but we haven't gotten that far yet. And I just wanted to put this together for her to have her take a look at and see what she thought. I really like this, but I don't know if she wants to keep that or not. But I was happy with it. I'm pretty happy with the way this has turned out here. But the other reason we're at spawn is regarding our shop. Because while I like the swap shop, and while I think this is a really cool kind of place, it's kind of gotten a little bit stale, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to be rebuilding this as something completely different. If we actually go over to my... where did I have it? There it is. If we go over to my ender chest and grab these, we're going to set these down. We'll just put them here. Why not? We have a whole bunch of pumpkin pie. We have cookies, cake, melons, glistering melons. So we are going to build something that I've been thinking about building for a while now. We're going to build a sweet shop that's going to be run by one of our Mechanicum adepts, because I figured, why not? Well, let's have the robotic people run it. And it's going to be called, you ready for it? Custard's Last Stand. Get your angriest comments to put them down in the comment section below. I can't resist that kind of pun. I just can't. So we're going to be taking all of this out. Probably not this episode, but within a couple episodes here. And we're going to be putting in a confectioner's shop, effectively. Sort of a combination. We'll have like the Mechanicum adept standing here that'll be selling things. We'll have signs out front telling you what the prices of everything are, and then you can come in here and you can get your pumpkin pie, you can get your glistering melon, your regular melon, your cakes, your cookies. I'll probably be selling sugar. I want to get the apiary up and running so we can sell honey, and that's what we're going to call this place, is Custard's Last Stand. I just need to come up with some good signage for it. Because I think I mentioned this before when we were talking about building shops on the server. Everyone has pretty much everything they need. That includes me. We don't really need things, so you have to sort of find a kind of a neat little, it almost feels like you're making a tourist attraction kind of shops. You know those cities you've been to that the main drag is nothing but sort of just these little quaint shops where you can buy t-shirts for the place you're at, or you can buy saltwater taffy and things like that. Sort of like would be a good example. Coney Island. Coney Island's a perfect example of that. There's some cities you've probably been to that are touristy kind of cities. So that's what we're going to do here, is we're going to make this novelty store called Custard's Last Stand, and we're going to sell pies and cookies and cakes and things like that. So that's what we're going to be doing with this shop. It's sometime in the near future. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave these here for right now, and we'll figure out how we're going to put everything in here, because I want to make it look like an actual shop. So you have a counter, and then you have everything on the counter and stuff like that. But we have very limited space to deal with here, so it's going to be kind of hard to do. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out after we've sort of figured out what we're going to do with signage and all that for this. But I do want this to be sort of the little walk-up window here, and then you can go in the shop proper and get stuff there. I think that'll be kind of fun. So maybe we'll do like an armor stand here with the Mechanicum style with the brown robes and the Enderman head, and then we'll have one facing the other direction on the normal counter, and then you'll have all the stuff that you can buy in here. But I got to figure out how I'm going to do it within the confines. Scary, within the confines of this little area that we've got to work with. And then maybe we'll commandeer a boat once we get those taken care of out there. But I'm very pleased with the way this is coming together. It's going to look mostly like this over here when we're finally done, versus having the lanterns on the floor, as you can see. Oop, not that one. We have glowstone under the trapdoors here for lighting, and it gives it a little bit more depth, too, which I like. And I like the fact that we've got the little holes and stuff, so it makes it look like this old, beat-up kind of dock. So I'm really looking forward to continuing on this with Mama, because this is just a fun build. Probably more for live stream than anything. She is live streaming tonight. It is currently Wednesday, so we might join her for that a little bit later tonight, just hang out with her, maybe work on the dock a little bit more, and I can show her the ideas that I had here. So make sure that you go over to catch her live stream, because I think she's going to be doing it tonight, and I believe it's going to be the same username on there as it is on YouTube. So it'll be Mama Bear 79 on Twitch as well. So twitch.tv/MamaBear79. If not, just keep an eye on her Twitter, which is the same name as well, and she'll let you know when she's going to be going live. Or if you're part of our Discord, you can always check in there, because I'm certain there'll be a go live announcement in the videos section. So keep an eye for that. We'll probably go out and join her tonight too as well. But we have some things to do at the base, and I have some things to show you at the base, because we have made some serious progress over there. And when I said serious progress, I was not kidding. So we have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiers of the... Oh my goodness. Computer does not... Server and computer do not like my base. We have 8 tiers of the base now in place here. So we have a ton of work done on this. So I'm very happy with the way this is starting to turn out now. It's looking more and more like I had imagined it every time we do a little bit more work on it here. So it's a lot of work. It takes me about a half an hour per tier. Even these taller tiers that are smaller, it takes about a half an hour, because I've got to figure out randomization. I've got to figure out the different, oh my goodness, that looks amazing. We have to figure out the different ways we're putting in blocks. I mean, it takes some time to do each one of those tiers. So it's one of those where it's like, I've got to spare half an hour. Let me jump on and do another tier of the Hive City. So I think you can probably see where we're going now. I think we need about 2 more tiers, and then it's going to be the spire up here for the governor's quarters when we finally get done. The problem I'm running into is that I'm out of materials again. So I've deconstructed about 3/4 of that stronghold, and I'm out of brick again. So we got to go back to the stronghold, do a little bit more resource gathering, and be able to get some more brick to put this all together. And unfortunately, until we get things like... Why is there a trader llama over there? Hello? Can I help you? Hi. Give me your head. No, just leather. Anyway... No one saw that. So that we have to go back and get some more of that, because in the meantime, until we have things like dark stone and chains and stuff like that, we're going to have to just use the stone brick walls to give it some sort of depth here on each one of these layers, as well as the bars. There we go. I knew like my brain could come up with that sooner or later. So the bars with the end rods here for lighting on each of the tiers, and then I'm thinking about doing some different types of lighting on top of each one of the towers when we put them in, but I'm not sure yet. It just kind of depends on what we've got going on. But we're getting there. We need 2 more tiers, and then I think we're done with the main superstructure of the base at that point. And then we can start working on the spire, get that taken care of, and then once we've got the spire and the governor's quarters done, we can start working on the individual floors. So we can finish off the mall, we can work on the interior ceilings for the city, and I've worked on that a little bit, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. Because while I like this, and this is going to be, so over this area, you'll have this in here, you'll have it over some of the other areas, but as you get into the main areas here, these are going to go up and be met at the top by just a sort of regular blocks, but we're going to have windows and stuff in them, so it looks like that occasionally you have these little houses that are built inside the city itself, sort of inside the walls of the city, so that people who don't live on some of the upper floors, they sort of live in the mall area in the, well, for lack of a better word, slums. So, which is pretty canonical as far as the Hive Cities are concerned, because the Hive Cities people just sort of live wherever they can find a spot. So you have these areas in here, they're going to look like they're almost apartments inside of the rest of the building, with this sort of ceiling here with the end rods on glass coming down for lighting, which I like. But the problem is that while I like this, it looks too much like the floors. So if y'all have any ideas as far as what we could do with the ceiling portion of this, I would appreciate any kind of feedback that you've got on it. See, maybe you can come up with something I haven't. But that notwithstanding, we have another problem. And that problem is someone who visited our base last week, who I was showing around and showed all the different things we had going on at the base as far as our storage, all the shops, everything like that. And unfortunately, he saw through the ruse. Yes, I'm talking about Nox. Nox saw through the ruse of me as just the benevolent industrialist that is creating this city, and accused me of being some sort of evil mastermind. And you know what? He's correct. I am an evil genius. Well, maybe not genius. I'm evil. 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 All the way evil. And very close to the camera. So he saw through my ruse. He saw what I am building here. He saw that I'm creating a robotic army of Mechanicum minions to do my dastardly bidding, and cloning myself to do things. And we have to deal with this. How are we going to deal with this? Well, first, we need some help. And we can't trust anyone else on the server because he may have already turned them all against us. So, in order to see my evil plans to fruition, we are going to need to recruit the help of one of my greatest creations. That's right. Fabricator General Baroculus. We're going to go visit him and see if we can get his assistance. Baroculus, are you down here? Are you Whoa, what's going on over here? Hi. How are things?
Oh, look who it is. Our favorite heretic has come to pay the Mechanicum a visit. How magnanimous of you as always.
You're still on the heretic kick, huh? I mean, I can't say I'm surprised since I created you and all, but I created you, man. Shouldn't you show a little bit of common courtesy here?
Sure. Would you like some tea, coffee, a show trial?
All right, whatever. What's going on over? Are you having some sort of meeting? Is this a convention or something? Or this looks an awful lot like some type of really highly advanced computer system that you've built for the adepts. Hey, dude, the adepts here. What are you doing?
I have built these machines in an attempt to track your whereabouts so that we can more easily collect evidence of your many heresies against the Omnissiah and bring you to the Emperor's justice.
Right. So, let me know how that works out for you, okay? But it's in the interim, I need your assistance with something.
Assistance? From me? The guy bringing you up on tech heresy charges?
Yes. Your assistance with something. And preferably not as... just come with me. I need your help here. We need to go to the secret lab.
You have a secret lab now?
Yes, I have a secret lab. Why would I not have a secret lab?
Because it's cliche.
Would you just stop it? Just come with me to the secret lab, and all will be revealed to you. So quickly, Baroculus, to the secret lab. And welcome to the secret lab. Yes, isn't it gorgeous? Yes!
When did you build this?
Last week. I just sort of put it together because, I just needed a secret lab. You mean every evil mastermind needs a secret lab, right?
The word you're looking for is heretic.
Okay, every heretic needs a secret lab. Are you happy now?
Ecstatic.
Good. Okay. So here's the problem, Baroculus. We need to come up with a solution to this particular problem we've got. You ready for this? Nox knows our terrible secret. He knows that we're trying to build robots to take over the entire server. So, what do?
Maybe turn yourself into the authorities.
No, I'm not going to turn myself in.
Please.
That's not an option. So, what else you got?
Is shooting yourself into the sun not an option?
You're no help at all. So what can we do? How can we take care of this problem? I know. I'll turn him into a flea. Then I'll put that flea in a box. I'll put that box in another box, and I'll mail that box to myself. And when it arrives, I'll smash it with a hammer. Or, to save on postage, I'll just use this. Take it, Baroculus. Can you feel the power?
I feel myself losing IQ points the longer you talk. I'm leaving.
Sure. Why not? That's fine. You're dismissed. You can go.
Thank God.
Thank you very much for all of your help, Baroculus. It's been fantastic. Unfortunately, when trying to poison one of your server mates, you must make sure to rename the poison so he does not know what it is. So we will just put this here. It's no longer a potion of harming. Now it is Kusa's. Whoops. Invincibility serum. Not capitalized. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Perhaps he will just ignore the part that says instant damage. So we will just simply put this with this in his mail. He will never know until he drinks it. And then victory. This is an excellent plan. It's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Genius, I say. Ow. It appears my plan has run into a small snag. Nox has no mailbox. This is worrisome. Oh, and he's just joined the game. Well, how awkward. Luckily for us, he is not at his Tri-Town house yet. He is off building things elsewhere and ruining other people's plans. Therefore, we will just leave this here in his house and let him know there's a gift waiting for him. A very special gift. A housewarming gift for you. It will be very warm indeed as it burns his insides, yes. No one is here. Excellent, we have gotten away with it. Back to the secret lab. Excellent, now that we have finished that bit of business, we can get on with the rest of the episode. And the rest of the episode being, I have two things that I want to finish today, and that will pretty much polish off the mall completely down here. Let's make sure I don't die while I'm doing this. There we go. And those two things are the apiary and... don't mind the trees. I needed a place to grow some trees. And the leatherworker shop. So we want to finish off both of these, get them completely outfitted and ready to go, which means we're going to need to go find some bees. Luckily, there is a flower forest just to the east of me, where more than likely I'll be able to find all the bees I can possibly want. Then we'll just take their entire hives with us back here, set it up here, get them outfitted in these, get some smokers going under these things, make it look a little prettier, of course, and sort of trick this area out. So we have an apiary, and then the leatherworker shop's going to be a little bit easier because it's just design. It's not going and getting much of anything. We just need to do some designs in here. Designing the leatherworker, I've got some ideas for it, but I'm going to go ahead and put it together as well here. So these are the two that we're going to work on. So let's go, first of all, let's finish up. Man, that looks cool down there. Sorry. I forget how cool that looks sometimes. So let's finish up the leatherworker shop first, since it's the easier of the two. So I need to go grab some blocks, and we need to start building on that. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. So let's take a look here real fast, and we'll see what we did. here is our leather worker. So we've got a couple of tricks here I want to show you. So first of all, this is supposed to be sort of like a pile of leather that he's got in a kind of a crate in the middle that he's using to make some of his creations. I don't know. If there's no closer block that I can come to that would look like leather other than maybe terracotta. Coarse dirt, maybe? I don't know, but that's what we've got there. And then over here we've got a stand with some of the pieces he's been working on. And then we've got the main area, which is his desk. So a couple of tricks here that I've used. First of all, scaffolding in a door makes a really cool looking, like, big chair that you can even kind of, sort of sit in. Maybe a little bit. You just got to pretend. We've used the same armor stand trick we had before, where we've pushed blocks with a piston over it to give the workbench here, which makes sense in context. Dyed white armor. The ladders on the wall are supposed to sort of look like tool racks that we've got there and there, and I think they work out pretty well here. We've used some of the same tricks, like the beehive for a crate. We've moved over some of our leather goods, like all our saddles are up there, all our leather armor's over here. These are supposed to look like he's curing leather in these, so we've got the banners. I might change these to brown banners, but I thought using white might give you that idea that it's sort of the other side of the piece of leather he's working on, i.e. the skin of whatever animal it is. So he's curing it over there in these various different cauldrons. Just sort of a hopper as extra decoration. This trick, by the way, is something that I used in my single-player world that I really, really like. So all it is you put down an item frame, a terracotta block or a colored terracotta block, and a torch, and it looks like a candle. So I thought that was a really neat little idea. And then we've got some other pieces of leather here. This button is supposed to be a whetstone that you'd be using for the different tools you're using, awls and knives and so on and so forth. This is your vise over here. Closest I can get to it with, in Minecraft is the lever. Barrels, storage. And then over here we've got sort of a shelf that has a couple of barrels, a couple of bookcases for the different books he's using to check out different things for leather working stuff. Look, I'm not a leather worker, okay? I'm making this up as I go. And then the bookcase is a neat design. I believe this is one of Grian's designs, where you've got the two stairs with the trap or the trap doors, and then it gives you sort of the idea of it's a shelf with more tool racks above it. So I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I'm trying not to over clutter it, but there's different things I want to put in. So you've got storage, you've got the chair, and the various different spots here for the stuff that he's working on. So I think this actually all came out looking pretty good. I might add to it or take away from it depending on how I feel about different things. I'm not sold on this, but it's the closest I could come to it with the blocks at my disposal. So, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out looking. So I love the candle. That's one of my favorite things, and this is something I don't think anyone ever actually has done before. This is like, an Akoto original or something like that. But yeah, I just really dig the candle look here. And I suppose you could put a birch pressure plate on it too if you wanted it to look like it was just the block and the torch. But I think I kind of like it like this because it looks like you can pick up the whole thing, so it's sort of a candle holder kind of thing. So I'm really happy with that, and I really think I like the way that this little shop turned out. So very cool. I like it. Let's move on to the apiary, because that's going to be the one that's going to be really kind of hard. Alright, so this one isn't going to be as pretty as some of the other builds I've done, because this one is more functional than anything, but I've tried to pretty it up a little bit, so let me know what you think here. This is our apiary. Now, as I said, this is more functional than it is decorative. I did sort of try to put in a couple of little touches here and there. I might put some, I don't know, trapdoors or something on the wall here. But effectively, this will work as far as just a honey farm goes. We're only going to have the one beehive up there. We're going to import some bees. That's going to come next. But this design is actually courtesy of my man Waddles, who is someone who I hung out with him on his TryCraft server a long time ago. And it's a very compact, very simple design. Let me actually get up there and I can show you a little bit how this works. It's real simple. It's just two very basic redstone circuits, one of which is just a hopper lock mechanism, a couple of hoppers, a chest, and a beehive. And it's really, really easy. We're going to go ahead and link down in the description to this so that you can actually see how this is made. Very easy, very simple to do. And then it should give us a fair amount of honey once we're done, if we get the maximum of 6 bees, which I plan to, just by going out and grabbing some bees. to do so. So not the prettiest thing, I admit, but I'm like I said, I might dress up a little bit with some trapdoors or something along here. And of course, we got little stairs. You can get up here to this. You can definitely see through all the way there, but you really can't do much about that because you got to have that torch there. But very simple system, very easy, and then just throw some flowers in front. And we're keeping them all in this area so that they're contained. They're not going to go wandering around, because I could see them wandering over here to this area where we've got all these different flowers planted, rather than just staying in here and doing their job, which is making honey for us. So that's that. I think we're pretty much done with this one, and now we need to go get the hard part, which is a whole bunch of bees. So let's go see if we can find some. Well, and that didn't take long at all. I think I've seen these bees flying around. Okay, there's one over there, and there's at least one in here. So let's grab that. So we've got the beehive. Let's see if we can go grab that other bee here. Hello, how are you? Why don't you come with me? Come with me. We're going off to a magical place. You'll love it. Trust me. Well, the good news is we can see our base from a really long way away. That's nice, at least. All right, come on, you. Off to your forever home. I gotta say, just coming up on the base from any angle just looks epic right now, and is going to look even more epic once we have everything done. I'm amazed at how cool this thing looks just already. We're not even done yet, and it looks cool. Now, the only problem with the way I have my base set up is that the nether portal is the door, so we're going to have to go in sort of the side entrance here that we're going to invent. All right, come on. Come on. A little bit further. Okay, perfect. Right, down the stairs, over the left. Come with me. You're going to love it here. Don't you already love it? Look at the gray walls and the skulls and the quartz over there and all these flowers. You're going to have so many flowers. So many flowers that you can do things with. Come with me. Come in the door. Come on. Come on. Come on. A little bit more. No. All right, fine. I guess we're going to have to get rid of... Oh, no. No. Oh, sure. Now you go right through it. Of course you do. Nope. Is he still mad at me? You still mad at me? You're not mad at me anymore. Fantastic. Okay, good. Okay, slight problem there, but that's all right. We can go. No, you don't want the skulls, dude. Come with me. Come with me. Let's try this again. Come this way. Come on. In you go. Perfect. Fantastic. So now we take the lead off, we close the door, and he is in his forever home. Now we just have to get this bee nest set down, get a campfire on top of it, and take these bees out the safe way, which that could be easier said than done. Give me a glass bottle, and I need to go get a campfire. All right. What? Dude. Okay, there you go. One campfire into the bee nest. Let's get a glass bottle, and... We only have one bee? Are you kidding? How do we only have one bee? Alright, well, looks like we're going to be going to corral another bee at some point here. Okay. Yeah. That's not handy. But, well, at least we have a bee in there. We have a bee nest. So he should take to this pretty easily. But we may need to go... We're going to need to go get another bee so we can breed up more bees to have a more functional apiary. Because right now, one bee is not going to... It's going to take forever to actually get any kind of honey. I swear I saw another bee over there, though. It's really strange that we'd only have one bee there. So he's going to go do his thing, do his bee thing, and yeah, I think we've been fairly successful here today. So we've gotten the last two shops in the mall done, because I went ahead and just said the heck with it with the bar and club thing. I decided it didn't really fit. So we're not going to do that one, but we got the apiary done, we got the leather worker done, with success in both cases, which is amazing. And we furthered our dastardly plans. Yes, we did. I hope you enjoyed this episode of me on TryCraft. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the like button on your way out the door. Just press it gently. Don't smash it. You don't want to ruin it for everyone else. And if you really like the content, please consider subscribing to this channel. I do a lot of Minecraft content on here, both vanilla and modded, as well as No Man's Sky, Fallout, 7 Days to Die, other open world and sandbox games. If you like those types of games, you are in the right place. But I do awful lot of Minecraft on this channel because I enjoy the game. It's a lot of fun. I have fun doing it. So glad to have you here. Really appreciate you sticking around. By all means, feel free to come back again anytime. And whatever you do tonight, make sure you go out, play some games, have some fun. I'll see you all again real soon. Have a good night, everybody.